Bitcoin spot ETFs are absolutely heating up, and the SEC kind of outed themselves as not doing their job and not protecting retail, but who's surprised there? If you're brand new to the channel, welcome back to the O Show. Everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm Wendy O. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, set alert, but more importantly, like, so we want to push this out to as many people as possible. So yesterday, the SEC's amazing chair, Gary Gensler, put out a tweet. Our SEC Investor Ed team updated their investor bulletin on leveraged or inverse traded funds, ETFs. What are ETFs? What are leverage and inverse ETFs? And why do leverage and inverse ETFs have extra risk for buy and hold investors? So let's go back a little bit. A Bitcoin leveraged ETF was approved, but not a spot. And there's a big difference between spot and leverage. When you use leverage, you are increasing your risk, but you're also increasing your potential for profitability. Let me explain. Let's say, for example, you buy Bitcoin at $15,000 using a leveraged position. Bitcoin hits $30,000. Well, you not only made $15,000, we get to multiply that by 2. So essentially you've made $30,000. However, if Bitcoin goes the other way, and you have a leverage position open for 2 times. Let's say you're down $5,000. Well, that position gets multiplied by 2, so essentially you're down $10,000. And of course, there's a liquidation area, and there's all these stipulations with it. So leverage ETFs are way dangerous. And the SEC just outed themselves. The SEC indicates that they're supposed to protect retail. And when we're talking about someone who's buying and holding, that's a spot. You're basically buying without any additional risk, any type of leverage. And the fact that they approved a Bitcoin leverage ETF but not a Bitcoin spot ETF just tells you where their mind's at. However, as you know, the SEC and Grayscale went to court because Grayscale said, hey, we've got this GBTC trust. We want to convert it over for our 1 million holders to a Bitcoin spot ETF. That's what they want. The SEC didn't really do their job. They says, no, you can't do this. So Grayscale took them to court and said, why can't we do this? And the SEC couldn't indicate why they wouldn't approve the Bitcoin spot ETF, or convert GBTC to a Bitcoin spot ETF. So the judge says, you're arbitrary, you're capricious, you're ghetto, we're not doing this. We're going to go ahead and award winnings to Grayscale, which they can go ahead and reapply for the Bitcoin spot ETF. Well, Grayscale's person, the CEO, Summershin, I believe that's how you pronounce it, said, this afternoon, our legal team submitted a comment letter to GBTC's 19B4 application on behalf of Grayscale investors. We look forward to continuing to have a productive dialogue with the SEC as we pursue next steps on GBTC's conversion. So basically, the CEO said, hey, we won the case with the SEC. We need to sit down and talk to you. We need to know exactly what we can do to get our trust converted to a Bitcoin spot ETF. This is what our customers want. So the SEC is going to have to do something, and they're going to have to do something soon. In addition to that, it just came out that ARK Invest in 21 shares filed for a spot ETF, Ethereum ETF, which is a big deal. Also, too, when we're talking about Bitcoin ETFs, and we're talking about BlackRock, BlackRock only had one ETF denied, and that was back in like 2014. So again, we've got some very bullish news coming forward. We have a lot of companies stepping up to the plate that want to get this different ETFs approved, which is good, it's bullish. But at the same time, the SEC is going to finally have to do their job. And fingers crossed, this is going to happen very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, set alerts, and I hope this helped you understand more of the predatory actions the SEC is taking against retail by approving a Bitcoin leverage ETF instead of a Bitcoin spot ETF. Bye-bye.